An Australian law student has taken the government to court over climate change. 23-year-old Katta O'Donnell says the government is deceiving investors who are backing its sovereign bonds by not disclosing the financial risks associated with climate change. She wants the government to, quote, tell the truth to investors. And she joins me now from Melbourne. Katta, thanks for joining us. So you had your first day in court last week. How did that go?
It went well. It was just the first hearing to get logistical things sorted for the rest of the case, and the government made it clear that it was their intention to strike out the claim. But we're definitely still here, and we're going to keep on fighting because climate change isn't going to go away.
And you just got back from protesting, right, against the removal of Indigenous cultural sites and the famous Jabarong trees. Can you explain a little bit about how that's related to your work?
I think at the moment it's our job as people to be protecting our land. It's our greatest asset, and these sacred sites are just one of the most amazing things I have ever seen. And I think that it's the work that we have to do to ensure that these landscapes and these land is here for future generations and for the Indigenous people to continue practicing their culture.
And speaking of beautiful landscapes, it looks like you have a really beautiful background. Where are you right now?
I'm actually just at my house. This is my backyard. I chose this spot because you can see behind me this it's a bit smoky today, but this mountain range is King Lake, and this was an area that was extremely affected in the 2009 Black Saturday bushfires. And at the time, I was 11 years old, and it was devastating. There's over 200 people that died in that fire, and some of my friends lost their homes and lost their family members, and it was just traumatizing for the whole community. That all came back up this past summer with the Black Summer fires. There were fires the worst this time, and even worse was the knowledge that I had that it was us people that were making these fires become more frequent and severe. That's why I'm part of this case, is because I just think we need to be doing all we can now as people, and especially our government, to be transitioning to a low carbon economy and preparing for a future of more extreme weather events.
And what do you want the government to do? What impact do you think that'll have?
We want the government to start taking climate change seriously. At the moment, they're not even telling us the truth about the risks that we know we're facing. We're already seeing increased fires. We're seeing our Great Barrier Reef is already half dead. Our farmers have been struggling through years of drought, and now they're coming into floods. It's crazy that we're not taking this seriously when it is in our power to change it. It's not just the weather changing, it's us changing the weather, and we need to change our behaviour so that we're not causing more problems.